What's going on, guys? I wanted to give you guys a quick disclaimer about today's video before we even get any further and kind of give you guys a clear up from yesterday's video. Some of the comments out there, I think, left a lot of people confused about what my title meant, being this shoe may disappoint a lot of people. First and foremost, for me, I'm not disappointed. I love the shoe, I love the material, I love the cut, and I love the fact that they paid tribute to the OG format on this sneaker. The people that may be a little disappointed are the people that are fairly new to the sneaker game. People that have been picking up the more recent pickups, the more recent Jordan Brand 5s, who aren't used to this cut. I myself have surrounded myself around picking up classics. I've always loved the classics, and that's what's kind of brought me to becoming a sneakerhead. So that anything that brings tribute to an OG sneaker in an OG form, I'm going to love it even more. So I don't want you guys to get it wrong and think that I'm disappointed. I'm not. I love the leather. I love the materials, cuts, and all that. This shoe was to pay tribute to the 30-year anniversary when Jordan dropped 69 points on the Cavaliers. This shoe is 30 years old now, and I'm all for it. I love this shoe. I got nothing really bad to say about it. I will go ahead and stand on one thing, though, that I stated. The leather is a very soft leather, a very good leather, if that. It feels great on my fingers and my hands and all that. However, I am concerned and worried about vertical creasing, something we don't nearly, see on 5s. We don't really see that. Horizontal creasing right there, yes, but there seems to be vertical creasing that I can see ready to form, and I think that had a lot to do with the toe box being way up here. Usually, that kind of stopped that from happening. The fact that it's so much lower down, like I can already see it, and I'm going to try to zoom in and show you some B-roll on that and give you an idea and tell you why I was concerned and why I think that people may furthermore be disappointed because of how the shoe ends up after a lot of wears. But to clear things up, I'm not disappointed. And OGs out there, I know you guys are not disappointed, but there's going to be a crowd that will be. They're going to be mad about the material being soft like this, believe it or not. They're going to be mad that the cut is super low. They're going to be mad that the humps are not as big. Trust me, I know it sounds weird, but there's going to be the audience out there. So that's the reason why I said what I said. I love y'all. Let's get straight into the review, man. Let's go. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Tony D2 Wild, checking in once again. Tony Digital bringing back another 4K visual, back with another banger today, guys, on the Jordan 5 Fire Reds. What's going on, guys? I hope everybody's having a good day today, man. We have a review of the Jordan 5 Fire Red set to release on April 25th. Well, now on April 25th. These shoes were originally supposed to be releasing March 28th, but it's been pushed back, more than likely due to what's going on right now with the coronavirus. A lot of other sneakers have been pushed back since then. The Jordan 3, I think they're the purple joints. I believe we also seen this shoe alongside with the Flint 13s, the DMP 6s April 11th. You have the Jordan 11 lows that are that black and like Concord bread type of mixture going on, and even the Jordan 5 top 3. However, we were lucky enough to get our hands on these early in men and in GS sizes to give you guys this in-depth review. These released last back in 2013, and the quality on them were decent, but not as good as this quality right here. However, the quality is better. There's pros and cons to this sneaker. Jordan Brand is releasing this sneaker to commemorate the 30-year anniversary of when Jordan dropped 30 points on the Cleveland Cavaliers. My bad, I said 30 points. 60 points, 69 points on the Cleveland Cavaliers. This shoe was originally released back in 1990, and that's before my time. This is before the year before Jordan's first championship, the 5. A very classic colorway. This one alongside with the black tongue version, which is pretty much a flip of this with a black tongue. This one features the 3M tongue. Quality on the shoe overall, the leather is a very nice soft leather. It doesn't feel like there's much padding though in it, however. So it feels as if when you're wearing it, if you was to scratch up onto something, there's a possibility that this leather or whatever material, synthetic leather you want to call it, will tear. The toe box is a completely different toe box that I've seen on releases of 5s in the most recent drops. It has more of a smaller toe box area right here, and it's more circular, and that the points here where this meets is way lower. And you compare this even to the GS version, you get more of a more recent look of the Jordan 5 on the GS version. You can see that this part of the toe box curls up and it actually sits on the top of the toe box. It sits there. Well, with the men version, it doesn't sit. It stops, literally. There's no sitting, there's no curling of the top. The material on the leather is slightly different from the GS. The GS resembles a lot of what we got in 2013, and the men is a little bit more softer. It's not as tumbled compared as well. You can just look. Let me just get you guys close. I need you to see this. Check this out. You see how you can see the grain or the tumble? You can see all the stuff in this 5. You can see the detailing in the leather. Well, on the men's version, it's more of a smoother look, way more smoother. It's a very different shoe in a way almost. Same colorway, but different shoe. Now with these different changes and more so better on the 5 for the men, there are a couple things that I don't like on the men that is on the GS pair. One in particular is the ankle unit. They don't pop out as much as they do on the GS pair. You can actually see the lines of the curls and all that, and they just don't pop out as much. They don't protrude as much as with the GS. You can actually see the curlings, like the curls of the little pod balls, whatever. I don't know what you want to call these, man. I don't know at the end of the day. I don't know. On the bottom, you have the Jordan symbol with the Nike Air. On the GS version, you're gonna have the Jordan there, no Nike Air, but there is Nike Air on the back of both of them. So a little bit difference there as well. Don't know too much about it, but there's a little bit of a difference. On the box, you got True White, Fire Red, Black, $200 retail, and the GS box, same thing. True White, Fire Red, Black, and men's 200, GS 140. The 3M on the tongue is as usual. The tongue itself is nice. It's not a fat tongue, just like a lot of other Jordans we've been getting. We've seen a lot of fatness getting into that plush on the tongues. This one kind of more of a slim, nice look overall in my opinion. The craftsmanship on the painting on the shanks, I like them a lot. There's not that much brush strokes or nothing. It seems like they did a pretty good job as far as the painting on these sneakers. So salute to them over there doing a thug thizzle. You got Nike on the lace lock, and you have Nike on the actual lace lock itself. So the clear one says Nike, and the plastic little part says Nike as well. So there's been times where one says Nike and one says Jordan, but this one is all good. Nike Air on the insole, black insole with a white Nike Air is what you're gonna get. Air Jordan upside down as always, normal. There you go. Jumpman, pretty good stitch, no booty cracks or no slim legs. Pretty solid Jumpman. You can see the fingers and all the above. They do come with the plastic, with these cardboard things. When they last came out in 2013, this was like tissue paper. Now it's like a cardboard. This is the GS one. It's a little bit thinner. This is the men's, a little bit stronger. And overall, I really can't complain too much about it, man. The leather itself is not like the best leather, but it's a better upgrade from what we were getting in 2013. And comparing this leather to something, this one is kind of tough to kind of figure out what kind of leather it makes me relate to a lot. Like a shoe that I can kind of think of that is very similar. In all honesty, can I be honest with you guys right now? I don't think a lot of people are gonna like this leather. It is better than 2013, but I don't think people are gonna like this leather. I just think that. Me personally, what I think though, knowing what we did have to what we have now, I'm cool with it. But I feel like people are gonna feel like this leather is trash. A lot of people have already gotten these and they've said that they don't like the leather and they're not getting it. So that's gonna be one that you're gonna have to figure yourself. It's not, like I said, not the best leather. It is a leather that kind of makes me nervous whether or not this is gonna like crease. And we're just gonna wait and see, man, that the general public feels about it. But if I had to take a guess, that the general public is not going to like the leather on this shoe. It's very soft. I haven't taken this. Let me take this out so you can see. Look how, you see what I'm saying? Like, it looks like it's gonna crease super easy. It's not like, there's no structure. The structure's not there. So I'm a little worried about that. That's what I'm worried about for more people now. When you take out the GS, you don't really, look. You see, it's not, it doesn't give as much. You don't see like, when you push in it, you don't see like all the crevices and the wrinkles and stuff like forming. So we're gonna have to wait and see how you guys feel on that. I do though, like I said, I just think that people are not going to be as appreciative of this one in particular. I like them. They're dope. I did not get the Bel Airs without the laces on it, so I wish I had those probably to compare what these could be, because it might be the similar leather. I don't know this feeling this off the rip. I haven't had a 5 in a minute. I feel like the last 5 I had was like the Michigan 5s. I feel like I could be forgetting, but that's the closest I can think of. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna go grab the fire red 5s that I got with the black tongue. Be right back. All right, y'all, so peep this. Oof. I brought a couple of 5s over real quick. I had to add this into it. Great 5s. This leather, stiff, plasticky feeling. Almost very similar to the GS pair right there. And then we have the other fire red 5s. These are the black toe versions. Very similar to the grapes. You see the protruding though. See how much of a protruding that is going on there on those ankles. This leather though, very hard and stiff, plasticky feeling. Yeah, so compare that to that, it's a difference. None of those are the same. I gotta say though, I had to get this one out. One of my favorite 5s of all time. You know, quality wise that Jordan Brand's dropped. The quality on these, I haven't even worn these. I probably tried them on once. They're just too beautiful for me to want to wear, man. I don't know. They're just, I've been very like treating these things like cupcakes, bro. I don't want to destroy them, but the leather, the tumbled leather that they did on these are phenomenal. And once again, peep out the toe box that I'm telling you guys about. See how it curls? See the difference in the toe box? You can see it just probably like this. See how much smaller it is now? That's one of the biggest changes. Look how like longer it is. It's like longer where the other one's like short and stubby. Yeah, they did that big change. But I think this is more of the OG look, and that's what they're trying to go for, is the more of the OG look. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the post notification bells, do all that, man. And let's get straight into the on foot, man. I love y'all. Let go.